Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here, and today we are going to go over a build for Justice League Aquaman. Since he was the last character that you have seen in the arena seasons, and hopefully many of you managed to get Elite 4 and unlock him, and hopefully you are going to be able to also build him. He's going to be a great character and definitely worth building, and today we are going to be taking a look at how to build him, what abilities to max on him, what artifacts to use on him, and what teams comps to put him in, more or less in this order. So stay tuned for everything that you are going to be encountering in this video. And if you have any additional questions about this build, feel free to comment down below. I will take time to answer as many comments as I can. Most of the times I answer all of them, but a quick thing to note: if you don't get your answers straight away and you need a further reply than the first reply that I gave you, make a separate comment. Don't reply to my reply, because if you make a separate comment, it will be much easier for me to identify it and you will be sure to be answered. And if you like this video, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to not miss a single upload, and also hit that bell button. I would really appreciate that. So like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, a thing that we need to establish straight off the beginning: my build will be for level 60 gears. If you want to get it to level 70 gears, it is 100% up to you. I don't recommend you do that, because getting characters to level 70 gears will be most of the times not worth it, because it requires so many resources. So the build that I'll do will be for level 60 gears, the place where I think this character should sit, a very good place for it. And I will calculate the build for maxed out stats. What do I understand by maxed out stats? I understand a 6-star character with level 60 gears, full high rolls on gears, and full epic talents. Though keep in mind that you don't have to go straight for perfections. I'm going to calculate this only by the max stats, first of all, to be relatable for you in every point of your build, because you can just follow this up. You don't have to go straight for perfection, and you can follow this up and strive towards perfection. I'm going to present you the perfect variant of the build, but you don't have to go straight for it. You just have to follow the guidelines. And secondly, I calculate like this because it is much easier for me and with much less variable. So yet again, the build that I'm going to be present you will be the absolute perfect build, but you don't have to go straight for it, and you can go slowly towards it. And this build will be oriented towards critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and fast attack. This is going to be the only build that I'm going to present you, because any other build for this character will be suboptimal. We are going to orient him towards critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and fast attack, because that is the traditional build for any character that is going to deal damage based on basic hits. And why do we build him like this? Because of the fact that he will be teamed up most of the time with Justice League Cyborg and Justice League the Flash, and even if he's not, even his passive favorizes a playstyle like that, because his passive is going to grant him and Justice League members armor piercing on their basic attacks. And Cyborgs, if you pair him up with Cyborg, but we'll get into that in the team comps, will increase the damage you do on basic attacks. And Justice League the Flash will give you an additional fast attack hits, meaning that when you proc a fast attack, you will hit 3 times instead of 2 times. 2 times being the base amount of fast attacks that Justice League Aquaman is going to have. So this build will be very efficient for you in Arena, in Champions Arena, and very efficient for you in raids that are below tier 7. In tier 7 and tier 8, the Justice League team is not almost not at all used, since they simply don't pack a hard enough punch to be able to compete with the top teams that are over there. But if it's a 3 days raid, then you are going to use it, since it's most definitely in maybe your top 10 raid teams that you can have access to. Though without further ado, let's see. Oh, and again, this build will work amazingly for you in Arena, in Champions Arena, and in raids you can use this in order to hit Dr. Fate, Gorilla Grodd, Phase 1 and Phase 4. Phase 4, since you will have Cyborg to be able to reduce the power of Brainiac. At some point in the past there was a build that was meant for hitting Captain Cold, but since we have right now King of Atlantis Aquaman and we also have Multiverse Armor Supergirl, that build is not anymore viable or needed. So getting into the build, we will, as I said, looking forward to maximize the critical attack chance, maximize the critical attack damage, maximize the fast attack, and put everything that is remaining into attack. And for this build you will need to have the following: 3 critical attack chance talents, 3 critical attack damage talents, 1 critical attack chance gear roll, 2 critical attack damage gear roll, 5 fast attack gear rolls, 7 attack gear rolls. And for a maxed out build, again by maxed out I mean level 60 gears, 6-star character, level 70 character, high rolls and epic talents, you will end up with the following: 72% critical attack chance, 292% critical attack damage, 76% fast attack chance, 4801 attack, 22% defense, and 20,428 health. As you can see, this build is a glass cannon build. For those of you who don't know the term, glass cannon is going to be a build that's going to deal a huge amount of damage but will die very fast. And I do all the damage dealer builds like this because in my opinion it is up to you if you want more defense. This build that has no additional defense at all, that 21% defense will be the base defense that you will get on your gears. It is up to you how much more defense you want to put, and if you want to put more defense, you will reduce from those 7 attack gear rolls and you will replace them with defense. So if you don't feel comfortable with this or don't feel comfortable with your playstyle with this low defense, then feel free to subtract 1 or 2 attack gear rolls in the place of defense, and that way you will feel much safer. As I have said, this build will be a very versatile build and you can use it in raids, in arena and champions arena. This was all for the build part of this. Now let's move on to the abilities. In terms of abilities, there is not really that much to max because of the fact that he will be paired up, as we will talk later into the video, with Justice League the Flash and Justice League Cyborg. And Cyborg will have a second ability maxed out and Justice League the Flash will have the third ability maxed out. So for him you don't really need to max any ability or use any ability on him. He will be based on basic attack hits. But if you just have unlocked him right now and you don't have the rest of the Justice League team, then you can go ahead, and if you really want to use him in arena, then you can go ahead and max his third ability. I have been in this situation myself, and I first maxed the second ability for the power slow, but the power slow on the second ability doesn't really make such a big difference, and the additional damage on the third ability is going to do better for you. Though don't max it, get it to level 30, that will be enough to kickstart you until you get one of the other members for his team, and you can build him and max an ability on him. This was everything for the ability section. Now let's get into the team comp section. Okay, getting into the team comp section, he will be a character that can be pretty much paired up with any Justice League character and is not going to be used optimally if not paired up with the Justice League character. The most common team that you will see, there are actually 2 common teams that you'll see. First of all, it will be the raid team that will be comprised of him, Justice League Cyborg and Justice League the Flash. Then will be the arena team that's going to be comprised of him, Justice League Cyborg and Justice League Batman. And there are a lot of varieties that you can do, there are a lot of characters that you can swap around. Usually it's good to keep him in the same team with Justice League Cyborg because their passives are going to complement each other. And a quick alternative, if in raids you are going to use Justice League the Flash as a support for other characters like Black Manta or Last Left the Joker, and you're going to be missing him from team, you can do one of 2 things. You can either put Bane in there, Silver Bane, he will work decently with this team as a replacement for Justice League the Flash, or if you have a spare Shazam, you can put Shazam in order to boost the Justice League Aquaman, though there are better places to use your Shazam on. And other than that, just have fun and experiment with the Justice League teams, though as I had said, the best combination that Justice League Aquaman works on is with Justice League Cyborg in the same team. This was everything for the team comp section. Now let's get into the artifact section. When it comes to the artifacts, there are two choices pretty much, or three choices, let's say, for Justice League Aquaman. First of all, the most optimal will be the All Blades. If you have two All Blades, then it's going to be amazing. And you're going to be running one All Blade on one Justice League character and the All Blade on another Justice League character, and you're going to be tagging them in and out. If you don't have the All Blades, then Clouds of Horus will be a decent replacement, and Amulet of Might will work yet again as a very good replacement for the All Blades. And if you want to play him in the arena or Champions Arena and you feel like you have enough damage but you don't want to get one-shotted, then you can replace the offensive artifact with the Cosmic Staff in order to grant yourself a little bit more survivability. This was everything for the artifact section. This was pretty much everything for this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you liked it. Make sure to leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you dislike it. And a new thing, next build is going to be Atlantean Armor Aquaman, as you have all voted in the poll that I have made. So if you want to vote on future characters, make sure that you subscribe and you check that bell button so you don't miss a single poll, because over there we vote on characters. And if your favorite character is not going to be featured in the next build guide, then don't worry, because I will only eliminate from the poll characters that I have already built. So if your character doesn't make it this time, he will be yet again on the poll, and I will introduce on the poll the other characters that you guys want to see and suggest. And the one with the most votes is going to be the one that I'm going to do, other than the season reward characters that you are going to encounter, big arena seasons, because those I'm going to do right after the arena ends. This was pretty much everything for this video. Thank you for watching. Yet again, for any questions, feel free to comment down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.